In this module, we will demonstrate handling procedures that are unique to the split arm clamp. Before viewing this section, make sure you have viewed the previous modules on safety and proper roll handling with a standard pivot arm clamp. The split arm clamp has two long arms that clamp independently, allowing two rolls of various diameters to be held securely. Split arm clamps can carry two rolls of the same diameter, two rolls of different diameters, or single rolls, making it a good option for environments where handling various roll combinations will increase efficiency. When clamping a roll with one arm, the total amount of clamp force is 1/2 the clamp force that two arms would apply to a paper roll. The process of handling two rolls is similar to the one roll process. Approach the roll slowly. Position the lift truck so that the short arm gently makes contact with the side of the rolls. Make sure the clamp pads are positioned vertically so that when the long arms close, each pad is securely holding a roll and the arms are centered between the rolls. Now close the long arms and lift the rolls. Engine speed should be increased above idle to assure the best system performance when clamping or releasing rolls with a split arm clamp. Your split arm clamp will be configured in one of three different ways. Make sure you know your clamp configuration before operating the attachment. If you're using a clamp with the Cascade patented limited arm travel circuit, the top arm does not need to travel fully closed to build clamp pressure. Here is how it works when handling one roll. Begin by clamping with the lower arm on the single roll. After the lower arm touches the roll, let the system build pressure for approximately 1 second, or until the top arm starts to move freely. When clamping two rolls, using a clamp equipped with a Cascade patented limited arm travel circuit, allow the pads to make contact with both rolls. Continue holding the handle back for 1 additional second after full pad contact has been made. You should now have sufficient clamp force to lift the rolls. If your clamp is equipped with a conventional full arm travel circuit, the top arm must fully close before clamp pressure is developed. Here's how this system works when handling one roll. Begin by clamping with the lower arm on the single roll. Close the top arm fully. After approximately 1 second, full clamp force should have been developed to securely lift the roll. When opening the arms will resynchronize after the arm that was clamped on a roll has fully opened. When clamping two rolls with a clamp equipped with a conventional full arm travel circuit, allow the pads to make contact with both rolls. Continue holding the handle back for 1 additional second after full pad contact has been made. You should now have sufficient clamp force to lift the rolls. If your clamp is equipped with the auto-sync split arm circuit, the top arm has a defined amount of upper arm travel. The top arm must quit moving before clamp force is developed. Here is how it works when handling one roll. Begin by clamping with the lower arm on the single roll until the top arm quits moving at its normal speed. Slight movement is normal if clamping is continued. After approximately 1 second, clamp force should have been developed to securely lift the roll. When opening the arm, the top arm will open and synchronize with the lower arm, so the pads are lined up with each other. After this, the two arms will open together. If the upper and lower arms are not aligned, continue to pressurize the open line until both arms have lined up perfectly. When clamping two rolls with a clamp equipped with the auto-sync split arm circuit, allow the pads to make contact with both rolls. This circuit allows for a limited amount of diameter difference between top and bottom rolls. Make sure the top and bottom arms securely clamp on the rolls being handled. Remember, in some cases, the smaller roll may be on the bottom. Make sure you know which circuit is on your clamp: the Cascade patented limited arm circuit, the conventional full arm travel circuit, or the auto-sync split arm circuit. When depositing rolls using a split arm clamp, make sure that both long arms are open wide enough to provide adequate clearance before backing away from the rolls. When handling two rolls with a split arm clamp, follow these guidelines for pad coverage relative to roll width. When handling two rolls that will not be rotated, the maximum roll width should be no more than 3 times the pad height. When handling newsprint, which is a softer paper, this ratio changes to 2.75 times the pad height. This will minimize pad pressure on the roll. Pad coverage is especially important when rotating two rolls with a split arm clamp. In these cases, the maximum roll width should be no more than 2 times the pad height. It's important to follow these recommendations for pad coverage on the roll as seen in this illustration. Following these guidelines when using a split arm clamp will provide increased efficiency and damage-free operation.